Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the established multimedia artist known as Future Self, and in this episode, we're going to be looking at this incredibly intense visual energy. We're also going to explore some of the principles of abstract art, so let's jump right into it. So, at first sight, remember this iridescent and ethereal orb far within the composition. Your first impression is likely one of awe as we stand exposed to such intense degrees of light. And so, in placement in space, we see, of course, it's set in center, but it's quite far within the composition. There is this massive plane which separates us and the sacred site far beyond. And so colors within this composition consist of green, blue, and magenta. That is what we call an analogous scheme. An analogous scheme is right next to each other on the color wheel. So they're going to feel balanced, they're going to feel harmonious, and we certainly see that within the here. There's really no doubt that light is a definitive element of this display. We see this instantly, it strikes us, it catches the eye, and of course it excites all persons possessed by this piece. And another thing we got to mention is the impact of texture here. This may remind some of glitches as they give this kind of disordered feeling to the work at hand, but of course that disordered is exactly what gives us such intense visual energy, and it's just stunning in every sense of the word. With this in mind, what exactly are we witnessing here? And of course, another thing we got to mention is the impact of texture within this work. These almost appear as glitches as they possess every pixel of this priceless piece. It's just stunning in every sense of the word. Yet what exactly are we witnessing? Regardless of symbolism, we see this shimmering sphere set far within the composition here. What you may notice is how it sources an even greater reflection that just strikes back upon us here. And so in viewing this work, you wouldn't be too far off in mentioning the idea of crystals here. We see this incredible shimmer that just permeates every pixel of this piece. It's so stunning, and it strikes us instantly right. The nature of these shimmering crystals are bound to give an ethereal, magic, and even divine visual experience. I think we certainly see this here. And the title of this piece is Archive Echoes, no doubt hints at the scene we're witnessing. And we see this quite clearly, right? All of this light almost appears as if it's on the surface of water, which of course gives a transfer of energy, gives a transfer of rhythm, quite a wild visual rhythm at that. And of course, due to that, it feels like it's going to echo in lasting memory of all who stand before it here. And yet we continue to ask, what exactly are we witnessing? With that in mind, what do y'all see when you view this piece? I think that's incredibly important here. Some may see an eclipse, other may note, kind of the sun setting on the water. Some may even note a nuclear blast. There's so many different things you can mention when looking at this work. And of course, the nature of abstract art always elevates texture, the impact of light, and the impact of form as well. And I think we certainly see this. So in talking to the original artist, he said he wasn't making anything concrete. He wasn't, going for a specific idea. He just wanted to kind of explore and create. And I think we certainly see that the nature of abstract art rarely has any concrete symbolism. So whatever y'all see when you look at this piece, that could be very valid as my guess as well. So absolutely stunning. I really hope y'all enjoyed today. I actually have an additional piece a bit related to the work at hand. We're going to bring that in real quick and see what we can learn. Alright, so I brought in another piece from Future Self to give us some insights on the piece before us today. The artist actually accidentally sent me this, but we're going to take the opportunity to connect it to the piece we're studying. So I actually saw far within the composition, it feels reminiscent of this piece here, far within that orb, kind of reflecting beyond, although it's hard to say for sure. In both compositions, we have the use of a blue, a green, and magenta. There's no doubt about that. There also is a use of an incredibly intense degrees of light. We certainly see that as well. It may remind of, say, the Matrix, the glitch realm, so many different things you could cite here, and they'd be all valid, right? The sphere is clearly, reflecting the energy of all around it. It's kind of possessed by that as well, and I think we certainly see that. It's almost as if we're witnessing, say, a black hole or a tesseract or another dimension, although it's hard to say for sure. But yeah, this is a stunning piece, especially when compared to the original work here. There is no doubt about that. Even though the artist accidentally sent me this, I think I'm going to go ahead and study it. It's a stunning piece, and I think, we could definitely put this in the curation queue. So yeah, I just want to bring those in real quick and kind of connect to the original work we're studying today. Alright, so I really hope y'all enjoyed today. The work before us is a digital render, so it was created with a digital rendering program. That program is going to be Cinema 4D, a very professional program. I know a lot of pros who are using Cinema 4D. So if you're someone who, works in Blender and you want to take your renders to the next level, I would certainly suggest checking out Cinema 4D to at least see what all the hype's about. I don't personally create 3D art, so I cannot say for sure, but that's always an endeavor that you may go on. So, like I said, really hope y'all enjoyed today. We talked about so many different things, from the principles of abstract art to the crystalline nature of this render, this intense visual energy, and even connecting it to the echoes in the title of the work at hand. So many different things we hit on today. I truly hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all enjoyed today's episode, make sure to check out the original artist's future self, doing some amazing stuff in the world of 3D art as well as music too. So many ways to discover this artist and really appreciate the work that they're doing. So like I said, I really hope y'all enjoyed today, and if y'all did, go check out the original artist. My name is Apollo, this was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.